In this video today, I'm going to be talking about a little bit of what I did in Florida after I got clean and I got a job. In some of my videos, I'm going to be jumping back because while I'm speaking, I remember the thing that brought me into whatever that I'm talking about in that video. So sometimes it'll sound like I'm jumping around. And so after I had gotten my first job with my dad, that was the first time that I had in my whole entire life had a job for that long and kept it and went. My dad had a little bit to do with that, because he would wake me up in the morning, tell me to get ready, pack a lunch. You know, that's something that I had never done. And him doing it so much, it just became second nature for me to continue to do that. I became good at what I was doing out in Florida. I was an irrigation technician. And so every time I went to work, right after I went to a meeting, that was my little routine. And it kept me busy, kept my mind busy. And I kept meeting other people. And then when I got my check, I wouldn't spend it all on drugs. I'd go buy me a nice outfit, some shoes. So I would gift myself with something all the time. And that's what made sense to me at that time. And it made me feel good. I couldn't use drugs to make me feel good. So that was one of the things that I did. And I got good at my job, and I said, you know what? This other job pays more for this type of work. Let me see if they'll hire me and pay me more. And so I started putting applications in other jobs. And some jobs weren't looking for people, but that didn't stop me. I kept looking until I landed another job. I wasn't a supervisor, but I was getting paid more money. And that made me feel better. And I continued doing what I was doing. And little by little, I went from getting paid $8 an hour to getting paid $12 an hour back in those days. And so, at the end of the day, I got good at what I was doing, and I said, you know what, I could do a little side work. And I started doing a little side work. And I just want you guys to know that every time I did something, it made me feel good inside because I had never done that before. And so I felt like I've accomplished something. Every time I went to my meetings and I talked to my mentor, they guided me on the things that I was doing. And that enlightened me and opened up my mind to continue doing what I was doing. It came to the point where my mom wasn't doing too good. And I was thinking to myself at that time, I said, man, I wish I could have contact with my kids. But at that time, I was still on the run. I was still in Florida on the run. And I did not know how to get back to Vegas and do what I needed to do without getting in trouble. And my mentor told me, just keep doing the right thing. You'll see that something will change in your life. And like I said, I called parole and probation out there, and I asked them, what do I need to do? And they told me, you need to call Vegas. And so I did that. I called Vegas. When I called Vegas, they told me, you've been out there for too long. You haven't gotten in trouble in 5 years. We're going to give you a dishonorable discharge. And so I did that. I told them to put it in writing. They did that. And I kept saying to myself, man, one of these days I'm going to go back. One of these days I'm going to go back. And it took my mom passing away. And I'll talk to you guys about that in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my page. Pass it on. And help somebody that needs help. Bye!